Shalom Aleichem, friends, welcome. When we come into the land of Israel, the Torah tells us that there's three things we have to do. Without getting too involved with the other two, there's one thing I want to talk about just for a minute right now. And that's what the Parsha tells us this coming Shabbos. Som tasim alecha melech. You got to appoint yourself as a king. A king is not an option. It's not a luxury. But to appoint for ourselves a king is a must. Now when we usually use this term king, we think of royalty. We think of something foreign. The last thing in the world you'd say about a king is, wow, he's my brother. But the Torah tells us otherwise. Mikerev achecha tasim alecha melech. When you choose from yourself a king, it's got to be one of your brothers. It's as simple as it is. That's what the Torah tells us. And Rabbi Shlomo tells us the difference between a real king and a worldly king. A worldly king at times of need, when God forbid there's a war, so a king knows how to appoint people to go out and fight. And he sits wherever he sits, and he makes sure that everyone is doing their thing. And everyone's waging war. The war is happening, everyone's fighting and battling wherever they need to be. Rabbi Shlomo says, you know who our king is? David Melech Yisrael Chai B'Kayam. You have to realize every Jew felt that David HaMelech was his brother. Everyone. Because David HaMelech, at times of war, he didn't sit on his throne and say, you go do this, you go do this. He said, I'm your king. I got to do it for you. And that's how he went and conquered Yerushalayim. He conquered Jerusalem, Hoshana Rabbah night. He didn't wait to give out orders. He was the order. Blessed will be the days when Am Yisrael appoints for themselves a king who's our brother. And let it be really, really, really soon. Have a beautiful Shabbos.